Good afternoon. I'm Senator Joe Manchin. I'm happy to be here virtually with you all. I hope that you're having a productive spring meeting, and I want to thank all of the members of the Pennsylvania Independent Oil and Gas Association for all the work you do to produce and deliver the affordable, reliable, and dependable energy that powers our nation. I am a strong supporter of all the above energy policy and a firm believer that we've got to focus on innovation rather than elimination. I've worked hard to advance technologies for all of our fuel sources because it's clear that fossil fuels will continue to play a role in our energy mix for many years to come, both domestically and globally. President Biden has set some ambitious climate goals, but we're talking about global climate change, so we ought to be advancing the technologies needed to use our fossil resources as cleanly as possible around the world if we truly want to make a meaningful impact on emissions. The companies represented here today know firsthand the power of innovation. The innovative drilling and productive techniques that were developed in the region have allowed us to more efficiently and responsibly tap into natural gas deposits across the country. These technologies catalyzed a shale revolution that propelled a surge in domestic gas production, transforming the Marcellus and Utica Shale region into an energy and economic powerhouse. In 2019, the Appalachian Basin produced an estimated 11.5 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, helping America become a net energy exporter for the first time in 67 years. This enhanced our energy security while providing a significant boost to our U.S. and regional economies. Last year, the Marcellus Shale region accounted for about 40% of all the natural gas produced in the United States. That's a tremendous amount given that we are the largest producer of natural gas in the world. And Pennsylvania is central to that effort. Pennsylvania's natural gas production has more than doubled in the past few years, and the state now supplies more than 20% of the nation's demand for natural gas. Natural gas demand will continue to grow in the long term, both domestically and overseas. And through 2050, more than half of the shale gas production growth to meet that demand is expected to come from the Appalachian Basin. Natural gas produced right in our backyard will power and heat our homes and businesses for many years to come. With technologies like carbon capture, utilization, and sequestration, natural gas can continue revitalizing our economy and ensuring our nation's energy security while supporting thousands of jobs and the transition to a lower carbon future. The Energy Act that we passed last year contained over $6 billion in authorizations for CCUS technologies that will support the continued use of our fossil resources. Getting those important provisions in the energy bill implemented and funded is one of my top priorities this Congress, and I will work closely with Secretary Granholm to advance these projects. Natural gas liquids also serve as feedstocks for the chemicals, plastics, and synthetic materials that are in nearly everything we use. We should be using it to support domestic supply chains and manufacturing to create jobs and reduce our reliance on other countries like China for these products. The oil and gas industry also has a role in the fuels of the future. Methane found in natural gas can be used to produce hydrogen. When combined with CCUS, hydrogen production from natural gas can be environmentally sustainable and create a product that can significantly decarbonize our energy systems, our transportation sector, and industrial processes. And captured carbon dioxide is also increasingly being used as a feedstock in the production of materials such as plastic and concrete, as well as additives used in cleaning supplies and pharmaceuticals. Turning methane and CO2 into valuable commodities is an example of putting innovation to work. Maturing the markets for products made from these materials would mean that they are captured and would be put to good use while reducing emissions. Now that's a win-win. We must also continue to develop the pipeline infrastructure needed to mitigate and ultimately eliminate methane leakage and flaring from oil and gas operations and get that product to market instead. There are huge opportunities for the oil and gas industry. I will continue working with Ranking Member John Barrasso, President Biden, and with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to advance an agenda that invests in innovation and the infrastructure we need to ensure affordable and reliable energy in the cleanest way possible, now and for the future. Thank you again for all of the important work you are doing to support our energy security. and God bless each and every one of you.